I've had people ask why when I make pearls, I actually roll them by hand. And it's because they just look better. Because when you put them through the little, where's the camera? There it is. When you put them through the little pearl mold, when you open the mold up, this is the 6mm one. When you open the mold up, this little channel in the middle will leave little pieces of the fondant in it once it gets widened enough. And there we go. Okay, see like the little pieces on top here? That's going to be there, and you're going to have to take a knife or something and get rid of that if you just take this and stick it directly on the cake. So to get a better result, let me get that little piece of black fondant off. To get a better result, what I do is I measure them out using the mold. So I'll put the fondant in here, you press it, you take the excess off and then take them out. And so I know that they're all the 6mm size. I know the size that I need. And then I will take them and roll them by hand. So you just take one at a time and roll it till it's round, and then you put it on a little piece of foam. And this is just upholstery foam. I think I got it at the fabric store at some point. So you can use this. I've seen people use cornstarch to dry them so they don't lose their shape, because sometimes the bigger ones will flatten out a little bit on the side. I don't know if you can see that, but the side that presses against the foam as it dries, the larger ones will kind of flatten out. It's not such a big deal because you can put that side on the cake, but it just looks better if you roll them individually. And by using the mold instead of cutting them out using a piping tip, then you know that they're about the right size, so they'll all be similar in size. So if you have any questions, leave them, but this is pretty self-explanatory. These come in different sizes. This one's 8mm, this one is 6, and this one is 12. And they all have different number of pearls. Like obviously, they're 6 inches long. Each of these is 6 inches long. So you can figure out how many pearls you need to put around the perimeters of your cake if that's how you're doing it, just by figuring that and then dividing by 6. And that's the number of times you need to do the string of pearls. So, oh, and also a quick tip. If you don't have a 10mm mold, which I don't, if you use 2 of the 8s, then you get about a 10mm size, which is this. So it's a little bit bigger. It's about 2 8mm pearls equals 1 10mm pearl. So if you've got any questions, ask, but that's how I do them, and it really doesn't take that long once you get started.